In today's video, we are going to discuss about the new Microsoft 365 app, which is known as Microsoft List. So this is now generally available to everyone. That means if you will sign up a new trial or new sign up Office 365 subscription you will take, you will see this even in your existing Office 365 tenant. You will see this. Okay, when I'm saying Office 365 tenant, make sure you understand that it is Microsoft 365 we are talking about now, and you will see this. Now, as I said, I'll keep on adding new things onto the course, and this is one thing that I understand that as a not completely as a developer, but if you are a site owner or you are a end user, you should know when we can use this Microsoft list, because as the name suggests, it is a list, and we are using SharePoint Online list also. So here you can create the same thing. Now we'll see what is this, and then we'll see also some kind of formatting. We'll see the view formatting, we'll see the column formatting. As an end user, how we can do this, I don't think we require developer knowledge for this. As a site owner also you can use this thing. Now if you'll ask me, is there any difference regarding SharePoint Online list, then I will say that there is not much difference on this. But before that, let us try to understand what exactly it is. Then you will also visualize what is the difference. Now this Microsoft List, as I said, it's a new app in Microsoft 365, and it's like any other app. For example, when you will sign up, you will get Outlook, you will get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you will get SharePoint Online, you will get Yammer, you will get OneNote, you will get Microsoft Forms, you will get Teams. So like that, there is a new app which is called as Microsoft List. Now next thing is what, according to Microsoft, is saying that you can use the Microsoft List app to track information and organize your work. Now this is the same thing when you are doing in SharePoint Online list also. So it's like a SharePoint Online list. You can use it to track issue, track assets, contacts, inventory, projects, all these things you can use it. And you can create customizable views, which of course you can do in SharePoint Online also. Now you can see a smarter way, but it's not a specific to SharePoint or this Microsoft List. All this feature whatever we will discuss, right, that is all available in SharePoint Online list also. So on that way, in that note, if you'll see, there is not much difference on this. And Microsoft List allows you to create and apply smart roles. Again, that is there in SharePoint Online list also. So those features are there. One thing that is new here is the templates. So actually there are certain templates out there which you can use it by default. So you don't really need to create it from the scratch. Let's say you can take a template and you can modify it according to your requirement. So that's the only thing I see that's a difference. And other thing is you can create this from your Office 365 app launcher, which is your Microsoft 365 app launcher. You can create it from the mobile app. Also you can create it from Microsoft Teams. We'll see that also, how you can create and use Microsoft List with Microsoft Teams. And another thing that you can do is it's integrated with Power Apps and Power Automate. Both the things are there also in SharePoint Online. You will get the same interface. I'll show you that. Now then Microsoft List formatting, will come back to this later, but now let me show you exactly from where you can access it. We'll do, as I said, we'll do this thing for SharePoint, from here in the browser as well as in Microsoft Teams. So first, if you'll see, this is your app launcher. I just signed up with I just log in with to the admin.microsoft.com, and you can see here list. So you'll not see this. You can click on all apps and you will be able to see it if you do not find this. Now when you are doing this, you can see here, if you click here, you can see my .sharepoint personal BJ. So that means whatever you will create here, that will be personal to you. Let's say for example, you will create a list in SharePoint Online site, then whoever the member in that particular site, they can see this. But in this case, you can see here only I can see this list. If you logged in with another list, it will not be available unless and until I share that. So we have to remember that thing. Now let's say I'll click on, so here is the new, you can see straightforward clear plus new list. If you have any app, if you put star, then you can see all your apps here. Okay, Best example is, let's say you want to share your let's say you are from a particular finance team or something, and you want to share a app with your CEO or something, need to see this. You can easily create it here. You don't need to create a SharePoint site, and then just create the list here and you share that. Okay, that's you can do it. Now click on plus new list, and here you can see plus you can see blank list you can create. From Excel you can create, and from an existing list. In fact, these two I have already created a video when you can which you can see this. That's also available in SharePoint Online list, and I've created that. And this is more similar the same way. The main thing you can see here, there are some templates here. You can see issue tracker, employee onboarding, inventory, asset manager, requirement tracker, travel request, work progress tracker, content scheduler. So these are some of the templates are available which you actually can use it. And the other one is you can create a blank. So let's create a blank. The screen you can see here, right? When you are creating a SharePoint Online list, you have a title and description and probably the navigation link it shows. But here if you'll see, it allows you to create a list with a name. For example, let's say I will say SP training courses I'll give, and then there's a description you can put, and then the color. So you can see, let's say I'll select this orange color, and then you can select an icon for this. For example, I will, let's say, select this one, and there is you can see it. If you look at here, one is my list you can save to, or in fact you can save it to any of the SharePoint site. So that means you create it here, and then it will be actually available in the SharePoint site. So that you can understand, it's quite familiar with the SharePoint online sites as well. So let's say I'll select my list here. So you can see little different from creating a list compared to SharePoint, and then click on create. So once you click on create here, the list got created, you can see. Now look at this screen. If you'll see this command bar, the list title here, right? So it's same like your SharePoint Online. You will get the same command bar. You will get the list name. If you click here, you can rename it, you can edit it, you can change the color, you can change the icon. By the way, this is the icon and this is the color. You can see orange color. So that's how it is. And you have your title column. You can create your column. You can see here all these columns are here. And then you have the view. You can see here gallery view, compact list. These things are exactly same as your SharePoint Online list. So same way you can click over here, and then you can go to the list settings page, like from the ribbon, and if you open this, you can see here this is the same again, the list settings page. You can see here columns, all this add from existing site column, indexing, everything is there. Now so once you come back, you can see here another thing I'll show you. Once you create this, if you'll just click over here, you can see this is coming on the recent list. You can mark a star so that it will be available in the favorites. So that's how you can create over here in the browser itself. Now we will do the formatting, but before that let me show you how these things are there in the Teams. So I will go here, I'll open Microsoft Teams here. So if I'll just go open here, you can see here this is my Teams. So Teams desktop, by the way, and you can see when you will click on this general, and then you click over here to add a tab. When you do that, you will see the list here. So this app is already available. You can see now what you used to do in SharePoint. So once you select it, then it will show you the list, and you can select it, or you can put directly the URL. But here in this case, if you'll see, there is this list app is already available here. You can just click over here, and it is showing that you save to finish adding the list. So that means if I'll click on save, it will not create a custom list. I'll see what is happening. When you add it, now it is asking you if you want to create a new list, or you want to add an existing list. So if you'll say add an existing list, it will show you the list whichever you created. For example, you can see these are the lists which are there. You can see here. But the other one is you can even you can put the link URL, that you can do. The other one is you can create it from the scratch. So you can simply click on the back. You can see create a list, click over here, and you will see the same screen. Whatever we created over there, this is the same screen. You can create a blank. You can from Excel, from existing list that you can do. So instead of that, let me just for this particular example, I'll select this. You can see there's a patient tab here, and in fact you can select any of this any of these templates, and then you can select it. So you can see it is how it is. So when you do this, you can see there's a name, insurance, then MRN number, date of birth, gender. So you can see, and you can see the diagnosis. All these things are there, right? So you can see then. So this is a template that is available which you can use it. You can scroll down. You can say use this template. So once you click on use this template, then you can see you have the same thing, the name and then description, color, logo, everything. Just click on create. So once you click on create, by default the list will be available. You can see all these things are there. You can click on add new item. You have this screen. Now this is I think it's a quite different one in the Teams. It is coming in 3 tabs. You can see here, and you can select and you can save. Let's say I'll put this one, and you can say save, so that the item has been saved here. You can see. So this is how actually you can add in the Teams. Okay, the formatting, everything you can do it here also. Let me just, you can see here it is came. You can you can click over here and then do the column formatting. I'll show this thing in the browser itself. Now this is how you can add into the Teams. So there's nothing much difference. Only thing is how you can add a tab. That's what, and the other features are same like this. Now what I'll do here is I'll click over here, and then we'll do some formatting. So basically I will show you here how you can do the list view formatting, how you can do the column formatting, and what is the gallery view formatting that you can do. That's a little formatting that is possible here. Now first thing is the list view formatting will do. So what I'll do is I will create a choice column here. For example, I'll say the status. So basically we will say whether the status is completed or it is in progress. You can see here, or last one is not started, and then you can click on save. So by default you can see this is what I'll add some items into that. You can see here you can add items like this. So I'll quickly in the edit grid view, you can see here I'll put some items here. For example, I'll say SharePoint development training, and then the status is, let's say it is completed. So that's how it is. So what I'll do is I will add a couple of items into that, and then I'll come back. So now if you look at this, this is how the list looks like now. So by default from the color you can see completed on the items. You can see the in progress item. You can see the not started item. So the color coding looks little odd. So anytime you can go here, you can go to edit, and then you can change it. For example, completed I want to make it to green, in progress I want to make it to yellow, not started I want to make it to red. So once you save this, you can see the color changes. And the same way you can also rename it. For example, let's say title column, you can go here, you can say rename, and I will probably give the name as course name. I'll click on save. So these are common list formatting that is there in SharePoint Online. Here it is also there. Now you have this. Next thing is, if you'll see here, we will do some view level formatting, list view level, how the entire list view will come. Now you can see here we have only 2 columns. Okay, now you can see you can add some logic into that. How you can do this? So you can go to any column, you can see here format this column. You have 2 options here. You can format view and you have format column. When you talk about the view, it is the entire thing. If you want to column, so you will actually see, you will select which column you want to modify, or the view, you want to change the view. Maybe it's the status column, maybe it's the course name column, maybe it's the price column, anything. So first let's see the format view. In the format view, first one you can see alternative row style, another one is conditional formatting. Now 2 things are clearly understandable. First one is alternative style. So you want to do some alternative style here. If I will simply select this one, okay, you can see by default gray white came. alternative color, or each row will have different colors. Now you can edit row style, and here actually you can see it is showing your odd rows, your even rows. So in the odd rows, let's say I will give this color. So you can see here 1 3 5 like this, and the even rows maybe I will say this color. So you can see, if I'll save this now, you can see this is how your list view will looks like. The other one is conditional formatting. As the name suggests, when you will do for a conditional formatting, you will put a condition over there. For example, whichever is completed, I want the entire row to be in green color. So in this case, if you will see here, click over here, you have the option. So which condition you want to put? Let's say status column. If status is equal to completed, and then this is a sample text, you can click here, you can make it to this green color. That's one option. You can see there is more style also. So when you click over there, there is also other formatting are there. For example, you can change the font, you can change the font color, you can even change the border. So those things are there, you can do that. For example, in this case, I will, let's say I'll make this font as 15. So you can see whichever is completed, that one font change. So that's what you can do here. You can see this is how the conditional formatting. Even if you will click on manage rules again, I will click on add rule, and here I will say status is equal to, let's say, not started. You can put as, let's say, this color. Now look at this. You can also put additional condition. For example, with this, if I want to put one more condition, and you can see here, you can make it to or also. Let's say or status equal to in progress. You also make this too. So not started, in progress, you want to make it to yellow color. So you can put or condition here. So you can save. So now if you look at this, you can see this is how your view looks like, and it is based on the conditional formatting. Now the next one what we'll do is we will do some kind of color formatting on this. So how it will be, let's say I'll go here, this format column. So in this case, let's say we want to format the status column. You can format the status column, you can format this course name, anything you can do that. You can see, you can select course name also. You can do that conditional formatting. So now I'll select status, and when you will select this based on the type, the column type, you will see different options here. For example, the course name, I have only this thing, conditional formatting. If I'll select status, you can see choice fields is there, conditional formatting is there, background color is there. First one, whatever is selected, right? This you can see rounded style button in the status. This is basically the choice fields. Now if I'll select background color, you can see by default the background color will be like this. Anytime you can click on edit style, and you have the option, you can change it. For example, in this case, if it is completed, I want to give this color, and if it is in progress, I want to give this color, and if it is not started, I want to give let's say this color. So you can see these options are there when you will do this. That is the background color that you are changing. Choice fields is already we have seen this. I will show one more thing here in this choice fields also. If you look at this edit style, you have these things. If you click on this button, you can see here font icon. If you go more style, you have this option again. In this case, one additional thing you will do is you will get is, let's say for this completed, I want to mark a tick mark here. So you can see an icon is coming here. And you want to make it to right, you can say icon alignment right. You can see this is how it is coming, and you can change the font color. Other things are, I have already shown how it looks like. You can save it. Now you can see here where is completed, it is a tick mark is coming in the right side, and that's how you can do for all the columns. You can use columns here not started. Probably you want to go to the more style, and then you can have a warning message kind of things, and you can have left alignment. You can do that. So in this case, if you'll see here, there's a warning message is coming for the not started things. Then the last one I will show you is again the conditional formatting. The conditional formatting, the same thing. You will see the same column status. You can put the same comparison operator. all these things you can do. I'll not go in deep into this. This is self, you can do this unnecessary. I don't want to make the video longer. Now this is how you can do some kind of formatting on this. But another thing, just I will quickly show you the grid view one, the gallery one, sorry, the gallery one. You can see here, this is the gallery view is coming. So the column name, then the value, then column name, and then the value, right? So this is how it is coming. Now let me just go to the list view, and here if I will go to the format this column again, go to the format view, you can see there is a gallery view. That means when you will do this kind of formatting, it will be for this entire view, gallery view, and you have little less options. So you can see, you can just see if you really want to show the column names as the label, like do you want to show course name status, or if you'll uncheck it, you can see here just course name and in progress, you can understand that way. And if you want to make up something, you can say move up. So you can see here in progress is in the top. If you don't want to show the status, you can uncheck it. By default it will show like this. So you have only this much things are there which you can do it in terms of this gallery view formatting. We don't have any color, all these things are there, unless and until you will go to the this additional settings, and this is JSON format. Well, somewhere I will do this in some other videos, because I want to cover it for the SharePoint Online list as well. Few of the things I have done, if you have already checked that, but that's how it is, the JSON formatting we will work. Apart from that, they say that you can put an alert. All these things we already done in SharePoint Online. For example, here you can see alert me is there, right? You will see this, screenshot, this pop-up. This is the same alert feature. We are not doing anything new here. It is the same conditions, same everything how it is there in SharePoint Online list. So no need to cover all these things now. Filter, all these things are same, you can see. So to summarize, you might have been now thinking where I should use this, whether I'll go for a SharePoint Online list or you require only to have to work with SharePoint or this Microsoft list only. Now understand, when you are working with a SharePoint Online list, there we are dealing with a team. That means I have a team where you have some other document libraries, you have an entire different scenario over there to work with. But here I have an app. So let's say I want to personally create one list, I want to share with someone, then I can create it here and share with you. I don't really need to create a SharePoint site for that. In large organizations, if you will see, to create a SharePoint site, you have to raise a request, they will go through, then they will ask why you require this, and then you can create it. So that's a time consuming process. In this case, if your list app is there, you can simply go there, create it, share it with anyone. If you want to show, you can share it with your team, you can share with all the users if you want, wherever you can put the sharing things are there. So that thing you will be able to see it. Two more things I'll show you. If you'll go to the Microsoft list homepage, if you'll click on this triple dot, you can see there's a customize option, there is share option is there. So the easiest way to share this list is here. So you click over here, you can put the email address, and then you can tell what they can do, whether they have full control or they can edit and they can view. So control, you can do this, you can put a message, you can notify so that an email will go, then you say grant access. This as simple as this. And the other one is, you can see customize. So when you will customize, you can change the name, you can change the color, and you can change the icon, and you can click on shape. So that's these two options are there. So the easiest way to share it, you can come and share from here. So in terms of as a developer perspective, I don't think you require to think more on this, because nothing is there to think even. It's just an app, and then all the list features. So only thing is you are creating a SharePoint Online site, and here you are creating from the app launcher or from Microsoft Teams itself. So that's the thing. And but as a site owner, you can think of this. You really, if someone needs to store some information about something, then you don't need to really tell them that you create a site. You don't need to do that. In fact, you can just simply go there, and you can simply create a list from Microsoft list app. That's how it is. So we'll see if some other things I'll find some new things, then I'll add it. So we'll see some other videos as well. Thank you. So I hope you will now got an idea on Microsoft lists. In today's video, we will discuss about the commenting feature in SharePoint Online list as well as in Microsoft 365 lists. So when I'm saying SharePoint Online list, we'll see for classic list as well as is for the modern list. So as the name suggests, we'll basically see how we can give comments into the list items. So whether it is in 365 lists app or you create the list by using your SharePoint Online site. So those things we'll discuss. So basically Microsoft come up with a new feature where you can give comments to each item in the SharePoint list. So I will let me open the SharePoint site. So you can see here, this is a SharePoint site, and we will create a list here. For example, you click on list here from this command bar, and you can see if you have seen this interface, the little things has been changed, but most of the functionality wise it's same. So I'll say click on blank list, and here you will give a list. So basically when you will click on blank list, it will create the custom list that we usually do. Now suppose I will say products list, and I will say show navigation. That doesn't matter, you can take any list because this is available on all type of lists, so as long as it is modern list. So let's say task list is not yet modern, so you will not get that feature there. Now here I will click on one item. So suppose I will say product 1, I'll click on save. Now you can see I click on save. The moment I hover this, you can see here there's a commenting option is coming, and if you'll just put it the cursor, it is saying add a comment. Let me add one more item here also, product 2. So now when you hover it, you can see there is a comment, and if there is no comments are there, you can see here you will not be able to see anything. Now that is one place where you can, if I'll click over here, the comment will be added to this item. If I'll click over here, basically it will open the second item and you will add the comment for the second item. Now apart from this, if you will click on this EC menu, you will see the comment. So that is also one option where you can go to the comments page. And in the command bar also, you can see here I selected second item, you can see comment. So click over here, and then this is your comment interface where you can add comments into that. For example, here I will say comment 1, and you can either click on enter or you can put that arrow, and then you can see comment 1 has been there. Similarly, I'll put comment 2, you can see, and you just close it. Now when you come back, even if you will not select this, you can see this icon is coming based on the theme color. Basically if you have a red color theme, this will come in a red color, and you will be able to know that there is a comment already someone put in this particular item, and then once you hover it, you will be able to see how many comments are coming here. So you don't need to write any custom code, nothing. And if you are thinking, okay, can I see the comment here? I mean, I will like a view, right? So if you want to add a column, no, it will not come. So for example, I'll say add new column, show head column, and you will not find any column here which will say that this is comment. So that means it is not there as a column, you cannot add it. So in the view, if you want to see, then this is the only option. Click over here, and then you will be able to see the comments. Another thing you notice here, there is no edit command or no nested comments you cannot put. For example, you will say I want to give another comment on this particular comment. You cannot do that. So only one way you can, it will be a single threaded. So you can add the comment, and then if you want to delete it, you can see here once you hover it, the delete icon is coming. Click on delete, and then just the confirmation box, and then you can see here it has been added. Deleted, sorry. And anytime you open the item, so you will, by default you will be able to see this comment box here. So if you click over here, all activity, you will be able to see all activity when the comment has been made. All these things you can see it here. So this is how you can actually work on the comments, and it is in the modern list. So this way you can do this, and the same thing is available on the SharePoint on the Microsoft list app. So for example, if you click over here, this is the Microsoft lists. I'll open in a new tab, and you can see there are various lists are there here. I have already created, even in fact I uploaded the video also. You might even see this. If you have not seen that, you check it. I have created videos for how to work with Microsoft Lists app. This is basically an app, and here if someone created an item, for example, let's say I'll go to the holiday list. You can see here by default you can see there is a comment associated over here. Click over here, you will be able to see the comment. Now if you want to add a comment, you can see here I can add a comment here. So I'll say comment 2. This way you will be able to see this, and also when you will select an item from the command bar, you can see it. So this will basically work the same way how it is working in the SharePoint Online list. So both the functionality, everything is same. In fact, when you will create a list also, it will be the same how we are creating in SharePoint Online. So this is basically till now whatever we use, we worked here is basically how we can work with the comments thing, and this will work in the modern list. Now how it will, or how it will, you can do it in the classic SharePoint site. If in case you are still using classic SharePoint site, let me create another list here. Suppose I will go here, I will say training, and you can click on create. So basically you can see by default it will come on the modern, so you can click on return to classic, so you will be able to come here. Now here you cannot see a comment option here because we don't have that option. So the alternative way how we can do this is you can add a column here. So basically go to the list tab and then create a column, and on this I will, let's say I will say comments, and this you select as a multi-line of text. And most importantly, when you will select multi-line of text, scroll down, and then you can see here there is an option which is saying append changes to existing text. Now what will happen is, if you will not do this, every time it will override. For example, let's say the comment you gave comment 1 and then again you edit it, so it will override. Now when I will say append the changes, it will not delete anything. So basically it will not override, it will keep on adding the comments. So I'll go here, I'll click on OK. Okay, you must first turn on versioning. So basically you need to turn on the versioning. So go to the list settings here. So you can see list settings, version settings, and just enable version settings, and you can give a version number, let's say 500 up to 100 you want the version number. Now go back to the columns, create column. I will say comment, and here multi-line of text, and then I'll select add changes to, append changes to existing text. Click on OK. Now let's go here and we'll add one item. So you can see here add new item. I will say item 1, and then here I will say comment 1. I'll click on save. Now see what is happening. If I'll go here, just open the item, you can see here it is showing me comment 1, which is, of course, this is the column value, and then click on edit. Now I want to give, you can see here now comment 1 is coming here, but you have the option where you can give your comment 2. Now click on save. So you can see, you'll be able to see view entries for multi-line text box when you will enable that option. Once you click on that, you can see here now it is showing me that this time you said comment 1, this is the comment 2. If you edit again, you can see here I can do comment 3. Now you can see here the comment is not deleting, so you can see actually all your comments for this particular item, and then you can do the same way for all for all of your items. So this is how, if you are using a classic SharePoint site, you can do the commenting in this way for each list and list items. And next thing is coming back to the modern list. So I'll go back to the products list we have. Now for some reason, if you don't want, let's say you don't want this commenting feature for this list or for items, then you don't have that option to disable it. For example, if I will go here list settings page, you can go to the advanced settings. You will not see an option where it is saying that okay, disable commenting for this particular list. It is not there. That means we cannot control that from the user interface here. But what we can do is you can disable it or enable it at the tenant level, at your organization level. So once you delete or once you disable means it will not appear for any model list. So if you'll come back here, you can see this is the command which you can use to enable it. Okay, by default this feature is enabled, but if you want to, let's say you have disabled it and you want to enable it, then you just, there is a property in the set -spo tenant comments on list items disabled. So you can make it to false if you want to enable it, or if you want to disable it, then you can make it to true. By this time, if you have not gone through PowerShell, you can see there is a SharePoint Online management shell which you can download and install, and then you can connect with your SharePoint site. And one thing here you can see the URL it is asking your tenant-admin.sharepoint.com. Basically it is asking you for the tenant admin URL, your SharePoint admin URL. So you can see here this is my tenant name -admin.sharepoint.com. That thing will do, and then connect -spo. So these two lines of command, when you will execute, it will ask you for the credential. You put either the user should be a global administrator, or it should have a SharePoint administrator. Once that permission is there, then the user will be able to run this PowerShell command. So it will ask you for the credential. You put the credential, and then it will either disable or enable, whatever the options you have. So I'll put these commands in the video lecture itself. You can see that, and then also I have written a complete article for the same. I'll put the blog URL. That also you can follow it. So this way you can work with the commenting feature in SharePoint Online list as well as in Microsoft 365 list. Okay, one more thing also you should know that this feature is not there in when you will work with Teams. So let me just open Teams here. Okay, you can see here I have installed Microsoft Teams here. I opened it, and you can go to the any team and then click on plus tab, and then here you can see a Microsoft list. You can see here this is the list tab. Select over here, and then you can either save it. So you can see here, once you save it, it is asking you if you want to create a new list or you want to use an existing list. So let's say we'll create a new list, blank list, and I'll give a name here. For example, I will say test list, and I'll choose this color, this one, and then I will say create. So now this list has been created. I will create one item here. So I'll say hello one. Now you can see here on the Microsoft Teams, this is not there. The comment section is not there on this. Even if you will select it, you will not be able to see here. You select it, you will not be able to see here. So basically the comment section or the commenting feature is not available even if you are using a list in your Microsoft Teams. So basically when we are talking about the list here, we are talking about the Microsoft List 365 app. So there it is not there. But let's say if you want to display the SharePoint list here, or the SharePoint Online list I am talking about here. So click over here, and then you can select SharePoint, and then you can take this site. For example, in this case our let's say the site is SP training. So click over here, and then you can see this is the product list that we took. You can see here this comment option is available on this. Now most importantly, if you are using in Teams Microsoft Lists app, then you will not be able to see the comment section for the list. But if you are using SharePoint Online, then you will be able to see it. So you can see this is a SharePoint Online site. I can see the comment. This is a list that we created using Microsoft Lists app. Then I will not be able to see this. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you, how we can use the commenting feature on SharePoint Online list and Microsoft List app. Thank you.